Everything's a copy of a copy of a copy. That quote is from Fight Club. Great movie, great book. You should check it out if you haven't. But lately I've been thinking about how we are slowly losing our individuality. We're slowly losing our creativity, our uniqueness. And I suppose in the internet age, in the attention age, what matters more than creativity is the follow, the like, the view. And what made me think of this is just, from scrolling Instagram, from scrolling TikTok. There's a difference between trends. I mean, trends is something that's always been around, but it's more so like just seeing someone posting a video and then maybe a day later or even within like the same session of scrolling, you see the same exact thing but just someone else completely copying it. And you don't really know who copied who, but even I've experienced this. Like my most viral video on Instagram, I searched up like the title for it, and then I saw this guy, and he like completely ripped off the whole thing. It was basically just like a script, word for word, just copying every single thing I said. And even my video is somewhat based off the Math Sorcerer, which is a great video. It only takes 2 weeks. You should check that out. But it's there's a difference between adding on to something or referencing something versus the guy who copied me just like literally completely copied it word for word. And it's frustrating not because I care that he copied me, like me personally, but more so just because I feel like, man, really? Like you couldn't do something of your own. You couldn't come up with your own ideas. You just scrolled and came across my thing and then completely copied it. And obviously it's not like a thing that's only done to me. This people do this all the time, but it's unfortunate. It's like the incentive is not to do something cool and interesting and original and unique, but it's just to do whatever can get you the success, whether it be fame or money or just anything that relates to, I guess, attention. So it's unfortunate. And I'm not really sure how to reconcile this. I suppose it's just a matter of, first of all, focusing on yourself, who you are, who I am, and doing my absolute best to think for myself. That is probably one of the most important things that I can do. But another thing is just, I think about is the easiest way to control someone is to make them lose their individuality. When you come across a society that doesn't have anyone who can think for themselves, everyone likes the same things, everyone thinks the same things, everyone does the same things. It's like it's so easy to be influenced. And it's so easy to be pressured into doing what everyone else is doing. And I'm not really sure where I'm going with this, but I don't really want to talk about like how the government's trying to control us, but it's more so just that we're moving towards a society where we lose who we are. And that is the worst thing, to lose yourself and just become like everyone. It's a sad thing. And I think it's really just a matter of, well, consumption, right? Social media, I mean, for the most part, you can see very similar things. You see the same trends, see the same people, the same ideas. I mean, I guess depending on your algorithm, but you do get kind of stuck in somewhat of an echo chamber. And when everyone is stuck in their own echo chamber, thinking the same things or being shown the same things, you lose perspective. You lose sight of how wide the world is and how vast knowledge is. And yeah, it's like I saw a video, I've seen people like this format of just like talking to the camera, just yapping. I mean, I've seen people like they literally copy the title of the video and then they basically talk about the same thing. And it's just like, dude, I just saw another guy do this and now you're doing the same thing. So clearly I know who you're watching. And also, I know that you're not necessarily trying to come up with an original idea, but you're just trying to make content. You're just trying to get something out there. And I get it. It's difficult to come up with ideas. I've definitely had this issue, but I've never copied anyone. I never went and said, you know what, this is good. I'm just gonna say it's mine, basically. That's like, I mean, plagiarism, right? We're taught in school, like, that's like a horrible thing. You're not allowed to do that. But obviously, with social media, it's like there's no rules, so no one really cares. But it's just a bad habit of society in some way. And I mean, looking back to like the Renaissance, like I'm gonna make a video about the Renaissance, posting that soon. But it's like that was when there was so much creativity flourishing. I mean, there was so much art, there was inventions, there's people who really cared about what they were doing. They looked at what other people were doing and maybe they got inspiration, but they didn't copy them. Matter of fact, people saw each other as competitors. And by copying someone else, it would almost be like shameful in a sense. Like you are not capable of coming up with your own stuff. It's like letting the other person win by copying someone. And in this day and age, it's like by copying someone, you yourself are winning. But I don't like that. I think it should be you should try to come up with your own stuff. And taking inspiration is great. And I mean, I do that. It's awesome. It's awesome to like listen to other people speak about stuff and create new ideas of your own. But that's the difference. It's not copying, just blatantly saying the same things or making the same exact thing, but it's like just using the input that you're given and then mixing it with everything else and then coming up with a new idea. And that's what it should be. But we're losing that. We're losing that part of people. And I guess even with AI, depending on the person, because it really depends on the person using it, but people are outsourcing creativity. And it's unfortunate. So, like I said, I'm not sure how to reconcile this. I'm not sure what to do about it, but really it's just an observation. It's an observation that more and more I'm seeing that we're losing our individuality. We're losing what makes us ourselves, unique. And it's something that you shouldn't lose. Do not lose who you are. That is the main thing. And we really just need to dig deep and figure out, well, what are you interested in? What do you like? And why? Why do you like it? Genuinely, why? Because some people, they say they like stuff, but maybe they don't even like it. Maybe they just like it because other people like it or their friends like it. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, like liking stuff that your friends like, but it's like, make sure that's not the only reason, you know? Anyways, I've been yapping for too long. But yeah, coming up with a new video, hopefully tomorrow. It's not gonna be a yapping video like this, maybe a little bit, but yeah. Anyways, if you watch this, be original, don't lose your individuality, and be efficacious. You are limitless.